In Kenya, refugees who arrive, especially Ugandan refugees, boys at the age of 18, 19, 20, who were outed by their families or their neighbors and just cross the border into Kisumu or reach Mombasa because they know they can find work there as sex workers serving tourists and local Kenyans, they're disconnected from refugee networks, and thus they have no idea that their experiences is relevant to the asylum system.
Present, the ability of NGOs in Uganda to provide safe shelter is very limited. And this is an area where donors could really make a difference in being able to provide immediate protection. Again, I was hearing stories about how people had been targeted for, there were cases of abductions, rapes, beatings, people having their houses burnt, people having to flee the refugee settlements, the rural areas, and move to the city. And it really is just the source of major vulnerability. People have nowhere to turn to. Where they had a place, they were still moving every 3 months because they were worried that either their landlords or other refugees would find out about their sexual orientation or gender identity and then start harassing them.
I was very heartened to see in a recent message that was given by the Secretary General, in fact, as recently as 2 weeks ago or so, no, about a month ago in mid-April, where he spoke to the Oslo Conference on Human Rights, Sexual Orientation, and Gender Identity. And among other things, there was quite a message that resonated, where he said we should all speak out when someone is arrested and imprisoned because of who they love or how they look. This is one of the great neglected human rights challenges of our time. We must right these wrongs.
175 million people worldwide are under persecution for their sexual orientation, and now the numbers that we've actually served in this program, and I understand it's the first federally funded program, is only 35 people. So those numbers are really staggering. So I hope that sort of underscores some of the issues that we've been talking about today.